I'm here with Michael Terpin from Transform Ventures. Thank you so much for your keynote speech just now. Please, Michael, introduce yourself.
Sure. So it's great to be back in Dubai. I'm Michael Terpin. I've been in the blockchain crypto arena for a little over a decade. CNBC called me the Godfather of Crypto because I worked on so many early projects, including the first ICOs, and helped with the launch of both Tether and Ethereum. More recently, with Transform Ventures, I've been advising a lot of companies as well as incubating projects, and I also am a partner in Alpha Transform Holdings, which is a series of hedge funds in the crypto space.
Great, it's fantastic. I see you're doing a lot of things in the blockchain space. What's one highlight that you'd like to mention that you're working on right now that it's particularly significant for the blockchain community?
Sure. Well, I was keynoting today about the intersection of blockchain and AI, which I think is going to be a big trend for the rest of 2023 and all of 2024. And I've got two projects right now that I've incubated out of my venture studio, as well as half a dozen or so companies that I've invested or am advising that are also in the sector. So it's a growing sector of taking blockchain solutions and either layering in AI and LLM to improve them or solving a new problem. So OpenCarbon is a company that I co-founded with David Johnson, who's the former head of digital and sustainability at Ernst & Young for about 7 years. It is solving the problem of carbon, of being able to accurately source and prove provenance and just cut through the clutter of buying carbon credits as an enterprise. And so we're using a combination of enterprise blockchain and AI.
Fantastic stuff. This is really great that you're doing something with you can say you're doing something with ESG, which is to do with carbon credits, sustainability, which I'm sure is a very great use case for reducing carbon in the world.
Well, it's definitely providing a public good. It's also an area that is fragmented. I love going into areas where there's no clear leader, and we can introduce what we think is a better way of doing things.
I think this brings me to my next question, which is on we can't not talk about regulation, because you've got MiCA, Markets and Crypto Act, coming in, being introduced in January, something like that. And I'm wondering, what are your views on that, and how will that affect businesses in crypto, since businesses in blockchain that use crypto? How will this affect Transform Ventures?
Well, we welcome regulation as long as it's the right regulation, and MiCA seems like it's a good attempt at being able to come up with common sense regulation that protects consumers and doesn't crush kind of innovation. In the early parts of an industry, sometimes there's sort of poorly thought out attempts at regulation, kill Bitcoin, it's bad, that type of thing.
Right.
And then when they realize that that's not actually something that helps anyone, then you end up having third or fourth or fifth generation of people on both sides of the table looking at it. And I think everything I've seen about MiCA looks like it's a step in the right direction. Hopefully the United States will get there eventually. And Dubai has already been a leader in the sort of common sense regulatory regime.
Really glad to say that. I mean, I couldn't agree more. I think regulation sets the standard for how the guidelines for how business can be set up in the first place, get their license, operate. If there's no guidelines, how can you set up shop? So I think we should be optimistic about it, but like you said, it should be the right kind of regulation, and it shouldn't stifle innovation. Last question, where do you see yourself or see Transform Ventures in the next 1 to 3 years with the growth that you're at and with the pace that you're going at right here?
Well, we're right now at the bottom of the cycle in terms of build and grow. Blockchain and crypto all follows the 4-year cycle set by Bitcoin, with a little bit of a lag in funding. But after the crash of the markets, which, FTX was one reason, but it was about the time of the market, the fourth year of the cycle, that historically is when you hit the bottom of the market and you sort of get rid of the excess froth that happened at the end of 2021. We've got a new halving coming up in April. I think we'll be at new all-time high prices for Bitcoin by the end of 2024, and then we'll go above those to newer highs that will probably be about 3 times the halving price by the end of 25. That will then lead to a lot of investment into new innovation, and if you're not building now, you're not going to be in a position to really monetize and eventually sell, or if it's equity, go public, or if it's a token, be able to get your token into circulation. And it's a cycle, and I'm building right now for most of the stuff I'm working on right now is really equity based. I mean, there's no token with our OpenCarbon, there's no token with blockchain wire. Doesn't mean that down the road I'm a believer that almost anything can evolve to where there's a logical use for a token when the community grows. But right now those are equity opportunities, and we're looking to build companies and build user bases, build revenues, just as if I were an enterprise software company.
Right. You heard it from Michael. Keep building. Be optimistic about the Bitcoin halving, and let's keep up the pace, keep up the community, and never stop building. That's why I couldn't agree more. So this is Web3 TV at WoW Summit Dubai 2023. Thank you, Michael Terpin. Thank you so much.